Hari Om, my dear students. Please follow the instructions given by the government to fight against COVID-19. I think you are doing so. Then this chapter deals with the way Mahatma Gandhi solved the problems of the poor peasants in Champaran. Yesterday we have seen Gandhi reached in Champaran. Then at the beginning it is very difficult for him to get support. But later he got support from the prominent lawyers. So he said that Battle of Champaran is won. Then all of you take your literature reader, page number 51. Gandhi and the lawyers now proceeded to conduct a far-flung inquiry into the grievances of the farmers. Then now Gandhiji and the lawyers decided to conduct a detailed inquiry. Far-flung inquiry means detailed inquiry about the poor peasants in Champaran. Depositions by about 10,000 peasants were written down and notes made on other evidence. Documents were collected. The whole area throbbed by the activity of the investigators and the vehement protest of the landlords. Then Gandhiji and the lawyers decided to conduct a detailed inquiry about the poor problems of the poor peasants. They collected details, evidences were collected. They started to protest against the landlords. In June, Gandhi was summoned to Sir Edward Gate, the Lieutenant Governor. Before he went, he met leading advocates, associates, and again laid detailed plans for civil disobedience if he should not return. Then in June, Gandhi was summoned to Sir Edward Gate, the Lieutenant Governor. Before he went, he met leading associates and again laid detailed plan for civil disobedience if he should not return. Gandhi had four protracted, what do you mean by protracted? Protracted means lasted for a long time. Interviews with the Lieutenant Governor, who as a result appointed an official commission. The Lieutenant Governor appointed an official commission of inquiry into the indigo sharecroppers situation. To find out the problems of the poor sharecroppers, the Lieutenant Governor at last agreed to appoint an official commission. This official commission consisted of the officials, the landlords, of government officials, and Gandhi as a sole representative of the peasants. Then listen once more. At last, Gandhiji and the lawyers decided to conduct a detailed inquiry about the poor peasants of Champaran. Then evidence were collected. Then after Gandhi had four long protracted interview with the Lieutenant Governor, at last the Lieutenant Governor agreed to appoint a commission to find out the problems of the sharecroppers. This commission included government officials, landlords, and Gandhiji as a sole representative of the poor peasants. Gandhi remained in Champaran for an initial uninterrupted period of 7 months and then again for the several shorter visits. Gandhiji remained in Champaran for 7 months, then again for several shorter visits. The visit undertaken casually on the entreaty of an unlettered peasant in the expectation that it would last a few days, occupied among us a year of Gandhi's life. That means Gandhiji spent at least 1 hour in Champaran to solve the problems of the poor peasants. The official inquiry assembled a crushing mountain of evidence against the big planters. The official inquiry collected evidences against the big planters and returned, and when they saw this, they agreed in principle to make refunds to the peasants. But how much must we pay? They asked Gandhi. Then at last they agreed to make refunds to the peasants. That means the British planters must pay refund to the poor peasants. Then that is the official inquiry collected details, and at last they said that the British planters must pay refund to the poor peasants. Then they thought he would demand repayment in full of the money which they had illegally and deceitfully extorted from the poor croppers. They thought he would demand full repayment. They thought that Gandhiji would demand full repayment, but in full of the money which they had illegally and deceitfully extorted from the sharecroppers. He asked only 50%, but Gandhi asked only 50%. They thought that Gandhiji would definitely ask him full amount, but here he asked only 50%. Then there he seemed adamant. Writes Reverend J.Z. Hodges, a British missionary in Champaran, who observed the entire episode at close range, thinking probably that he would not give way. The representatives of the planters offered to refund to the extent of 25%. At last, the British planters agreed that they are ready to repay the 25%. And to his amazement, Mr. Gandhi took him at his word, thus breaking the deadlock. Then Gandhi agreed. Then here the official commission collected full details about the problems of the sharecroppers. At last, they said that the landlords must pay the amount to refund the amount to the poor peasants. Then they thought that Gandhi would demand full amount, but Gandhi asked only 50%. But later, the British planters said that they are ready to give 20%. At last, Gandhi agreed. This settlement was adopted unanimously by the commission. That means the commission agreed. Gandhi explained that the amount of the refund was less important. According to Gandhi's opinion, the amount of refund was less important than the fact that the landlords had been obliged to surrender part of the money and with it part of their prestige. That is more important. Therefore, as far as the peasants were concerned, the planters had behaved as lords. As far as the poor peasants are concerned, the planters had behaved as lords above the law. As far as the poor peasants are concerned, the planters had behaved as lords above the law. Now the peasant saw that he had rights and defenders. He learned courage. Now the peasants understood that they had also rights. Then rights and defenders. He learned courage. Thus the poor peasants learned courage. Then here yesterday we have seen there is an agreement between the British planters and the poor peasants. Then the poor peasants were allowed to plant only 15% of their land with indigo and surrender the entire indigo harvest as rent. Then this was done in long-term contract. Later they said that then they are ready to free them from this agreement, but for being released from this agreement, but they have to pay money. Then here we have seen, then Gandhiji would demand, the commission at last said that the British landlords must pay the money. Then they thought that Gandhiji would demand full amount, but Gandhiji said only 50%. At first he agreed. The British planters at last said that they are ready to repay the 25%. That means Gandhiji agreed. Then as far as they are concerned, then to free from fear, that was Gandhiji's intention. The peasant saw that he had rights and defenders. He learned courage. Then events justified Gandhi's position. Within a few years, the British planters abandoned their estates. Then thus the British planters, within a few years, the British planters abandoned their estates, which reverted to the peasants. Thus the indigo sharecropping disappeared. Listen once more what we have seen today. Then at last Gandhiji got support from the prominent lawyers. Then Gandhiji and the prominent lawyers decided to conduct a far-flung inquiry about the poor peasants of the poor peasants in Champaran. They collected evidence. Then the Gandhiji had 4 protracted interviews with the Lieutenant Governor. At last the governor appointed an official commission to find out the problems of the poor peasants. This official commission consisted of British planters, government officials and Gandhiji as a sole representatives. Then at last they agreed that the commission admitted that the British planters must pay the money back to the poor peasants. They thought that Gandhiji would demand 50% full amount, but Gandhiji asked only 50%. Then at last the British planters said that they are ready to refund 25%. Gandhiji agreed. Then thus within a few years the British planters abandoned their estates, which reverted to the peasants. Thus indigo sharecropping disappeared. Then listen once more what we have seen today. Then Gandhiji and the lawyers at first decided to conduct a detailed enquiry about the poor peasants of Champaran. Then Gandhiji had 4 protracted interview with the Lieutenant Governor. Then at last the Lieutenant Governor appointed an official commission. This official commission consisted of British planters, government officials and Gandhiji as a sole representatives. Then after the detailed enquiry, they agreed that the British planters must pay money back to the poor peasants. They thought Gandhiji would demand full amount, but Gandhiji asked only 50%. Then at last the British planters agreed they are ready to pay back 25%. Gandhiji agreed. Then he managed to get justice after a year-long battle for the peasants. Within a few years, the British planters abandoned their estates, which reverted to the peasants. Thus, indigo sharecropping disappeared. Okay, all of you understand? Listen, the Gandhiji and the prominent lawyers decided to conduct a far-flung inquiry about the poor peasants of the Champaran. Then Gandhiji had 4 protracted interview with the Lieutenant Governor. At last, the Lieutenant Governor appointed an official commission. This official commission includes the landlords, British landlords, government officials and Gandhiji as his sole representatives. Then at last, the official commission said that the British planters must pay the money back to the poor peasants. But they thought Gandhiji would demand full amount. But Gandhiji asked only 50%. Then the British planters agreed they are ready to give 25%. Gandhiji agreed. Within a few years, the British planters abandoned their estates, which reverted to the poor peasants. Thus, indigo sharecropping disappeared. Okay, all of you understand? Read the lesson. I will send you the notes through WhatsApp. Thank you all.